this video, I'm going to show you 5 helpful duo competitive tips to help you and your duo improve your Fortnite rank so you can both finally rank up to Unreal. These tips are going to cover a wide spectrum of skills that you and your teammate should have, but do note that there are several different duo strategies to achieving Unreal, so make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss any game-changing tips, and make sure to send this to your duo because communication is key. Speaking of communication, tip 1 is finding a communication strategy that works best for you and your teammate. Giving good callouts and knowing location names is very helpful when in a high-stress situation. This might sound dumb, but making sure when in a fight to call out blue or white, depending on how much you hit an opponent for, is very helpful. Find a good strategy that both you and your teammate know what you're talking about, and don't worry about communicating too much. More is better. However, if your teammate is in an intense situation, do be courteous and try to only give out important callouts. Number 2 is knowing callouts. How to tell your teammate what is happening via a ping or a marker, or simply telling your teammate the situation.
Hit 16 white.
Calling out directions like north or south is very helpful, especially for experienced players who just need a quick heads up in the right direction so that they can keep on keying people. Knowing items and the sound of weapons or heals can help a teammate know if someone is healing.
Bro, he's rezzing.
Being revived, throwing a cluster clinger,
Watch out.
or rebooting, or even what gun they have based on the bullet
Nice.
sound. Knowing these things can help you and your teammate reposition and have an advantage over your opponent. Number 3 is finding a good drop spot that gives you and your duo the best chance of winning off spawn. Finding a drop spot can be difficult, especially finding one that has enough loot for both you and your duo that's not that contested. If you need drop spot locations, make sure to check out my previous video on the best drop spots in chapter 5. But once you have found a drop spot that's best for your team, hop into a comp game or a pub match and test it out. It's always better to test out in a pub match than a comp game or a tournament or a scrim or anything that actually has stakes like a tournament. But make sure you and your teammate know who is dropping where. Tip 4 is perfecting your drop spot. One of the easiest ways to rank up is winning off spawn. Getting easy kills off spawn is very helpful. I'm not very good off spawn, but I am really good in game. But you can't get to end game without winning off spawn fights, so I do highly recommend perfecting your drop spot so that you can get free elims off rip. Knowing what height to drop in at, and how to drop in, and where to drop in, and when to drop in, when to leave the bus, these are all very helpful things. And do remember that chest spawns are not guaranteed this chapter, so make sure you have a backup drop spot at your drop spot in case you are contested. The final tip is knowing your role in the duo. While you don't specifically need an IGL or a fragger, it can be helpful to know who's going to hold more heals or who's going to stack util, who's going to get medallion, and who's going to get the mythics. Obviously late game when you're in a frenzy trying to get the zone, this doesn't matter as much, but early game you or your teammate who is slightly better at getting limbs should probably get the better guns, or you can split it, give one the medallion and one the mythic. Just make sure to determine with your duo who gets what and when, so that you have the best chance at winning at a comp match or a scrim. If these tips were helpful at all or made you think of something new, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, comment down below your favorite tip, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!